Here's another notable feud within dancehall, and this kind of follows the Bounty Killer Beanie Man thing, which did involve them directly. Such Bounty Killer's camp, because one thing about Bounty Killer is that he's had a lot of proteges and people he's helped over the years, like Scare Them Crew, like with Elephant Man, Harry Toddler, Nitty Coochie, and also with Vybz Kartel, who was a songwriter for Goodwill, there was Movado, various others. And he's even had Baby Sham. Sham was kind of doing his thing, but when he did that song another level with Bounty Killer, yeah, he kind of just got more. Got more prominence because people were saying how much Bounty Killer songs, Sham songs like Bounty Killer. So yeah, so that song kind of helped him, even though he and Sham fell out after that for Goodwill. Yeah, dude, he's Bounty. Hate him or love him, he's done a lot. He's helped to expose a lot of artists and over the years in the dancehall genre. Because many people can say, "Hey, Bounty Killer has helped my career." Whether it's in a positive or negative way, that is a different story. But what this feud kind of happened with two of Bounty's most known proteges, and that's Movado, David Brooks, and Adidja Palmer, aka Vybz Kartel. And this more culminated when Vybz Kartel, who kind of took Bounty Killer's philosophy of war to a very high level, because just like with Bounty Killer and Ninja Man, Kartel has been known to have feuds and rivalries over the years, and especially when Kartel came to prominence in the 2000s, early 2000s and beyond. And this feud kind of kicked off when Vybz Kartel went behind Bounty Killer's back over the Bean Man, the Angel thing, and he attended Bean Man and the Angel's publicity stunt wedding, which Bounty did not take favor to, and it gave point or Bounty and the rest of the group at time Alliance basically told him, yeah, you can leave out the back door as a result. Yeah, that was an act of treason. Okay, here's your severance package. Please leave the premises. And so Kartel would go to Portmore Empire, which was their kind of, which was kind of like a big music group in Port side of Portmore, and he rose to prominence there because there are other people founded Portmore Empire, but Kartel, due to his stature, he rose in the ranks and took over, and this would result with him Portmore Empire, as well as with him having a feud with his former group, the Alliance, and then this would eventually embroil into the very ridiculous feud, which was Gully Gaza, which would be Kartel's camp versus Movado's camp, and these two were Bounty's former proteges, kind of had their feud after Kartel got kicked out, and it was just kind of like supposed to be like you could say like the Murdering G Unit beef, or like the East Death Row Bad Boy beef. Whichever comparison you want to draw with all of them, you can make your own judgment. But overall, Kartel and Movado would have beef, even though Kartel had beef with other members of the alliance outside of Movado. But these are the two most notable parts of beef. But also the fact that he and Bounty had it out after as a death result. And let's just be honest, at that time, some of Kartel's disses were good, like, say, Last Man Standing, Duppy Killer, and What Killer were so only most notable disses. Other ones, not so much. And to be honest, with Movado's camping, which was Gully. That's why they call himself. Movado's most notable song is Gully Side. So they kind of, that was his side of his camp, and this would he and Kartel would be taking shots at each other for a while until, let's say, like when Portmore Empire and Kartel's ends kind of cooled out after a while in 2010 and beyond. And this kind of, because around this time, even though this was a short-lived beef, a lot of the artists in Portmore Empire were leaving because of issues with Kartel, And then also the fact that Cartel was brought up on murder charges in 2011 and incarcerated to this day. Yeah, the Portmore Empire thing just fizzled out. And on Movado's end, the fact that Movado immigrated overseas, you didn't really hear much from Gully going forward. Only person you heard of from on and off was Chase Cross, and not much else though. But this was, like I said, this was a one part of the Portmore Empire Alliance beef, which went on for basically, I don't know, a hot minute, because it was as notable as the Beanie Man Bounty Killer beef, which was much going on much longer. And yeah, Beanie Man was kind of involved in that, because it's like a big soap opera with this beef. But overall, it just came and went just like that, because no one really ever mentions this at this point. Because of the fact that Movado has gone on to has migrated, Cartel's in jailhouse, yeah, and most of the artists on both sides have either gone off their own or just had just fade into obscurity. It is what it was. So this was the most notable beef was the Gully Gaza beef, which went on for a short minute. And yeah, there were some diehard fanatics on both sides who were saying, oh, this and that. I was interested in that. This was when the Bruce Golden administration was in the driver's seat around time before 2011, where Gold resigned. But they had a case where both Cartel and Movado were called in by Bruce Gold himself to kind of say cease hostilities. Because, like I said, that was just to distract from some of the other political stuff that was going on, to be honest. But that's pretty much about it for the Gully Gaza beef, which again was sort of memorable from the late 2000s. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check them out on YouTube pages, Miles Gus and Farron, Miles Productions, Real Thoughts and Miles. Alright.